I heard a couple of nevers.
I'm all set.
I kid, I kid. Anyway, it's time. Last time on Dungeons and WheatTons, you began your search. Well, the makeshift army began its search in the caverns of the Panichi Pass, searching every nook and cranny for sign of the princess and her captors. After a few hours, you were given a couple of minutes of rest by the head of this army, Apollyon Veneta, and Prisma used that time to see if she could find any tracks. When she did, she found tracks that would go forward into the pass and then one up on the ridge. Yes?
Yes.
What?
Si, senor.
That it's spicy? Well, then don't eat it if you don't want spicy. It's in my bowl? Okay, I'll eat that later then. Thank you.
I'm still of the mindset that she should play Prisma. Just for the
Are
evil
the
Prisma.
So,
Let's see
are the
Prisma.
shamans that are buffing everyone? Are those buffs gone?
No. Why? Can you not see them this time?
Not on distraction screen. Oh, they're over
They're
there.
they're on the ridge, but not where we are.
Because we did have one. Did we kill that one that was buffing our immediate area?
Well, I'm also not seeing it on the camera, so
I think he just stopped buffing
I don't know why
when
that
I was
was
near
up
us.
there.
Yeah,
Nope,
yours
just the
too.
one was not buffing anymore.
Okay.
The one
Because
that...
I remembered something was it.
There you
I
go.
remembered the green circles.
I must not have set that one to C. But anyway, Prisma found some tracks. Two that went forward into the Panichi Pass, and one that went up the ridge, climbing up the side. And when telling your, I guess, superior about it, Apollyon, he asked you, through hand gestures, to take him to where you saw them, and he climbed up the ridge, and while you were climbing up the ridge, you saw in the distance, in the darkness, that the lights were getting closer, and that there was a person being chased by an army of goblins. And that person then proceeded to jump past you all, flip off the entire army, and laugh as the goblins came crashing into your lines of defense. Apollyon chose to meet them up on the ridge to try to hold them off so that everyone could get as ready as possible for an attack. While Prisma, I think it was Cornelius and Sigismund, as well as Vitari, all regrouped with their unit. And then the goblins began to rain arrows and come and attack you with their little scimitars, while their shaman danced, imbuing their attacks with poisonous aura. And now, we continue on Dominicus's turn.
Pause for effect.
That's definitely what that was. Dominicus's turn. Dominici?
Dominic Is that the the plural Dominici?
If there are two Dominicuses, it's a Dominici.
Or that's just
Or
his brother.
is it a domimic?
Don't mimic.
um,
If you're ever fought by a doppelganger, we have to call it Domimicus.
that's fucking
That's too good.
gold. Um,
This goblin
So the
here
one-
was recharged. It disengaged from us. I believe it's really wounded.
then let's try and like charge it.
So it's just I'm sorry, Wheaton, if I'm wrong. So we couldn't charge now because it's Dominicus's turn. Is that right?
Well, because of the
Domimicus.
if you're together in the
yeah. Got you.
in the
Sorry.
order, you can.
Okay, let's do it then.
Okay, what are we doing? We're charging.
If you want, yeah.
Does that like cost a like you can do that on any turn, or does it use up like a reservoir?
No, yeah, as long as I move 20 feet.
I'm pretty
Will
sure
we
you
be
have to
able
be
to, like-
raging as well, but I might be misremembering that part.
No, yeah, I do have to be raging, but we are.
Are you still raging? Yeah.
While in a rage, move 20 feet straight toward the enemy.
Okay, so when when we were talking about how when I get to level 15 fighter, I also get a charge.
You?
Do I have to be in a rage?
No, you don't have to be in a rage because that's not part of your thing.
Ooh. Okay, that's good. Then yeah, I guess we'll. Or do you want to try and stay closer to the party, so we don't get like too surrounded?
Well, I want you to make that call just because I want to play as an animal. I won't think like that. So it's your call. You're the battle technician.
Are the ones to our right dead?
Any one of them with a skull and crossbones are dead.
Okay, so I guess we'll just attack the one to our left
Oh wait.
Okay.
and not charge.
Careful guys, I'm gonna do something.
Huh?
He's got music.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be incredibly loud for you guys though, so.
Why did you stop playing that beautiful music?
Where is the sound coming from?
Is it in roll 20?
I must.
Yes, it is in roll 20.
Yeah, I've had to mute my browser, so I don't hear it.
Well, if you go to the cog and audio and video, you have a music volume.
No, I mean, I've had to mute my browser because I've got Twitch open.
Oh, that. Okay.
You know you can mute Twitch individually, right?
Yeah, but if you do, he doesn't get the view.
It
He
doesn't.
doesn't?
No, apparently not. You've got to put at minimum volume, but like if it's muted, the view doesn't count.
That is super weird.
Yeah, like I'm going off what other streamers have told me, so I don't know it factually, but I've been operating like that for years.
Such relief.
I
And
have
I
many.
have no clue.
I have many streamers open sometimes, but I've got them all like the lowest they can go. But just because of the way my volume works, I can still hear the stream, so I have to mute my browser.
Makes sense.
So I guess I'm gonna tell you to like bore that one to our left.
Okay.
Oh, loop. There we go.
Actually, it's funny because I usually mute the browser window when I'm watching when I'm listening to it on my phone and watching it on my browser
So,
because
yeah,
the audio.
if anyone finds out if I'm right or wrong, I would love to know because like I said, I religiously do it that way and have done for years. So I would love to know for a fact.
I'll look into it, see if I can find any definitive answers.
Sweet, that's cool.
Anyway, I'm trying to make it more for you guys. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not. I will watch the video and I will get the experience there.
But anyway, you move to the goblin to the left of you. Yes.
The good goblin? Yeah. The buck goblin?
All right.
We will bore him and short sword him to death.
So short sword twice.
Yeah. What's the status of the one that we're attacking, Witten?
He seems not hurt at all.
Oh, well, I'm gonna hurt him.
The first one misses as he throws up his shield, and the second one hits.
Do we have... I'll never understand the second number. Is that advantage?
Yeah, if you have advantage or disadvantage, Roll20 automatically rolls both of them. You can turn that off if you wish, and then manually roll if you ever have advantage or disadvantage.
No.
But since it's just on there automatically, we just kind of leave it there. It's like an extra button that I would have to click.
12 damage.
It's actually 6 damage. Because it rolls the extra damage if you would have gotten the 25, which is the nat 20.
Oh, hang on a
Rage.
second.
Oh,
Rage.
plus rage damage,
Yes, plus rage. I was checking if that.
which would
Yes.
be 2 at this level, right?
Yep, that's right.
So it's actually 8 damage.
8 damage.
And as you swing your short sword and you bust his shield aside, you come in with your second one and impale it.
I impale him?
What? Okay.
What do you mean,
I
what? Did
killed-
8 damage.
Yeah, and he's dead. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I killed him? How?
Because you
Just
did
for
8
flavor.
damage.
Just for flavor, can I
How
like
much
throw
health
him
they
up in
have?
the air with my horns and like play with him like a rag doll?
Yeah.
How much HP do they have?
Well, you can assume that they have less than 8. Or at least that one did.
But he wasn't hurt at all.
Yeah.
Does that mean we can go to the one to our right and attack him? Because we barely moved at all.
Yeah, you still have movement.
Yeah, so I
Alright.
can charge.
Go
yeah.
over to him, and then I want to use my bonus action to hit him again. Because I think I can do that.
Yeah, I allow you to do that.
Short sword again.
Yeah.
That's a hit. Alright.
So he did. No, I don't know.
Plus the
Plus
rage
2.
damage, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So 7.
So yes, you run over to that one and kind of like bucking the other one into the air, you buck to the right and change your direction and run over to him and you run past him and you cut his head off.
That's so cool.
I just stand on the body.
Like you hoof on it or something.
Flaming.
I think you still have more movement, but I don't exactly know where you started.
So
I mean-
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We've moved 25 so far. And we have 40 speed.
So we have 15 more feet to move.
Yeah.
Do you think we should regroup? Yeah, we should regroup. Let's go to the party.
Okay. So there, maybe?
Yeah. So now we're
Also,
just surrounded by corpses of goblins.
Yeesh. I was also going to ask if if you guys would want to continue with Varsum, or if anybody else would like to control him for this session. I mean, he doesn't have much, but
Yeah, I'm happy to give him up, but if you guys want me to control him, I will as well, so I'm totally easy going on that.
I feel like for the time being, since he is with us, you should control him. Like if he ever splits up and goes to another party, then, or another party member, we are his protectors right now. After all,
And if he goes to hang out with one of us by ourselves, they should control
Okay.
him.
I agree. Okay, cool. And I'd like to say as well that I've got Stance of the Stream active, so that's another 5 movements. So I've just moved an extra 5.
oh cool.
all right, and that's the end of your turns.
I believe so.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, it is now Cardia's turn, and he's just gonna kind of twirl behind this and just kind of rest.
Be right back.
I mean, he's not really damaged or anything, but he's just gonna kind of chill behind there and watch how everything goes. Now it is Varsum's turn.
Oops. Took a big gulp of coffee. I've not even got him open, I'm sorry. Where was he again?
What do you mean?
Where was his character sheet? Oh, there he is. Got him.
He's at the top of everybody's folders.
So I'm just, the range is 30 to 120. Yeah, so might as well just launch an attack at... that wounded one that disengaged.
I mean, this one?
Yes.
The Goblin Shaman that hits you with the lightning bolt as well.
Yes. So I think that's long range because 30, 120, so disadvantage.
I always thought it was like anything after the 120, but maybe I'm...
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
always been kind of confusing.
I've no idea, so it's your call. I'm gonna just roll it anyway.
Yeah, just roll it. Well, either way, that's gonna miss.
I don't understand. What's that? Roll 1d20 plus. Oh, yeah, plus 0, plus 0. Fine. Okay.
Oh, well, he doesn't have a proficiency bonus because he's level 0 at the moment. I was gonna say he's actually proficient in slings, but
Okay.
doesn't matter because he has no proficiency bonus.
Like, we'll be back for you next time! And then end his turn.
All right, Sigismund.
That is me.
Sigismund.
Go for it, Zeeg.
Just dawdles forward, a few kind of very awkwardly clanking. And then targets. Who this?
Goblin.
Can I see this one? I see there's a giant jagged spike thing, and
I think you'd probably be able to see around the spike.
okay. So will shooting at him give me disadvantage because gigantic spike that's for like 5 times bigger than me?
No, because you can see around the spike.
I mean, my thing can curve around, but hey, whatever.
That one right there? Your sight doesn't intersect with the stalagmite at all.
My dude.
That one?
Yes.
I don't remember you clicking that one. Maybe I missaw the circle or something.
I did click on the one that you went for, but then after I went over for the other one.
Then, based on the perspective of that, I'm gonna still say that you can see around it, because technically the line of sight goes behind that, you know.
Okay. And so.
So yes, you can still see him.
Actually, I haven't even checked to
As
see if that was within 60.
He's dancing.
It is not.
He's dancing.
Beep, boop, boop. I believe that's 60 from where I was originally. I mean, 30. There you go. And that should be 60. That isn't. Why, boy? I haven't pressed that. Even though it was what I was gonna press. So therefore, whatever.
Well, that's a miss.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
Is that it for your turn?
Double checking.
Gotta make sure you ain't got no bonus actions.
I unfortunately do not think that I do.
Alright.
I have bonus cantrips.
That does not count.
I know. So sad.
Is it Cornelius's turn?
It looks like it is.
Alright, Cornelius. You're up.
And I shall consider my move very carefully. Okay, excellent. Dashing from cover to cover, I shall take shelter against this pillar and take aim.
Alrighty. Which one you aiming for?
If I were to try and shoot the shaman, would I take disadvantage on that?
Well, it is a 40-foot up ridge. So you
No,
might
the
not
one
actually...
down on the ground.
Oh, the one on the ground? This one over here?
Yes, that one.
What's your crossbow range?
My crossbow's range is, in fact...
Like a million!
I want to say it should be 30 to 120, but... 100 to 400.
Like a million!
100 to 400?
Yes, it's 100 to 400.
I think you got it then.
Yeah! You thought I was kidding? I was not. It's like a million!
Yeah, the heavy crossbow's range is pretty huge.
Might as well just call yourself a ballista and proceed with your life as normal.
So yeah, I'm gonna take a pot shot at that guy.
I'm gonna say that hits.
Yeah, probably good chance.
And just as a reminder, you can forego the extra damage. Probably not going to at this point, but you can forego the extra damage to get one of your special critical hit effects. If you wish.
Is he able to choose that after seeing what the extra damage would be?
I don't say that it. I don't see that it could. Has to, you know. So yeah, you could see what. I mean, you're gonna roll the damage and see what it would be anyway.
Yeah, well, I haven't invoked any of my rules yet, any of my runes yet, and battle bounding, while it would be neat, probably not a good idea to leap out from behind my cover.
Yeah, I'm just. You were the first one that I was able to remind about, though. 4 damage. You hear a good 8. But he is still dancing.
Damn, he's tough. 11 damage and he's still standing.
Oh wait. Yeah, I miscounted. I mean, he is still up, but he is more heavily wounded now.
Also, is that a buff he's casting Con, or...
No, it just seems like, as long as he keeps dancing, it's up.
I see. So it's a ritual?
Well, I mean, they've done it multiple times, so I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. They have to expend their action to dance every turn. So whenever they don't do anything, and the aura stays, that's because that's what they're doing, is they're using their action to dance.
Yeah, I figured as much. Isn't that how rituals work?
No,
You need to spend your action.
No, rituals, if you cast a spell that has the ritual, and you have ritual casting, you can spend like an extra 10 minutes on the casting to basically not expend a spell slot.
Oh, that's really handy. Okay, I know what I'm doing with my next mage character.
Yeah, so it just adds 10 minutes extra to the cast time, and then it becomes a free spell. So anything that costs an action, as long as it has a ritual attached to it, you can cast it for free if you take 10 minutes to do it.
Which would be like a lot of turns.
Yeah, it's usually an out of battle kind of thing.
Yeah. Anywho, that'll end. Wait, hang on. I have a bonus action. Oh, right, but I'm a fighter. I don't have anything I can use that on.
Well, you used your second wind already last week, so
That's right, we've been in this battle for weeks.
I mean, I could theoretically action surge and fire again.
if you wish.
You know, I'm feeling lucky. Action surge.
Alrighty. Why don't you get another 20?
Nope, no such luck.
Alright.
So that'll end my turn.
He sees you ready another one, and then he kind of adds a little dip to his dance, and then he just keeps on shaking that staff.
Yeah, he was watching for this one. After he took that last one, he was on lookout.
Alright, does that end your turn?
Yes, that shall end my turn.
Alright. Vitari, it is your turn.
I still have that fly on me, right?
I don't know
You
if you've got
pixie
bugs
dust.
around you, man. Yes, you technically do still have a couple of minutes of that left.
What is my
And you
speed
also
with
have
that?
your
Is it
spiritual
just-
weapon over here.
Yeah, what's my speed with fly?
I don't
At
remember
least
if it
that
has a
version, I don't know
special.
if it just lets
I
me
think
move my
it's-
regular movement.
I think
or-
it's just your regular movement. But let me
okay.
get into Prisma's stuff real quick. Prisma, we should also tell the millions of people watching right now that Prisma is sick today, so she shall be a little bit quieter. But she's still going to be killing people
Staggering difference.
because she's so sweet.
Oh, thank you.
Nope, it's 60 feet.
60. Okay.
So you get a 60-foot flying speed.
Well, I don't want to take off, and since Dominicus and he's coming back, I have to go over there. Yeah, Natus is looking a little worse for wear. Or
If you were looking my direction when I got struck by the lightning, you would have seen my skeleton. Like, and I've got some arrows stuck in me. And but-
we don't want
I'm still looking strong.
looking strong. Okay. And did Varsum get hit or Dominicus? Each one of them.
Nope.
Neither. No.
Alrighty. Well then, my spiritual weapon can't move too quick.
I have returned.
So I think I'm gonna dispel my
Holy
spiritual
shit.
weapon. And I want to recast it up here behind these guys. I think I got 160 feet of range to cast with the spiritual weapon.
I don't know offhand.
Let me check real quick.
I'll take your word for it.
Spiritual weapon. No, it's 60 feet. Never mind. I was hoping 100. Well, then I can just. What I wanted. Oh, God. Would you just let me click on something? That's what's trying. It's clicking the wrong thing. There's it. There you go. There. I can fly 60. So yeah, I can fly like up to there, right?
Yeah, if you wish.
Go to get myself in range of that and do what I said. Cast that spiritual weapon up here.
All right. And you're just gonna leave that there for them?
Well, I want to try to like hit this guy, but like a shoving attack with the spiritual weapon.
I don't know if you can do that. I don't think it technically has a shoving attack.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's your call. I'll just make it attack him. Either way, I guess.
Yeah, You know what? I'll, if you get a 15 on an Arcana, then I'll let you do it. I'll let you bap him off.
Let's say that.
Alright, you can choose to either attack or shove with your spiritual weapon.
I'll try to shove him off, so just make my attack with it. See that?
Also, since that's a nat 20, and this was just a, like, you didn't need to get a nat 20 in order to succeed, you can bank that in your luck pool if you want.
Yeah, we can bank that first nat 20 there.
And that is communal, so everyone can take that 20 if they want.
Yeah.
But they don't get a critical hit from it. They just get a roll of a 20.
Alright.
So you are attacking?
Well,
Or doing
I
the
had to
shove?
make it the shove.
The shove? I'm also going to use that that 19 as your athletics to push.
Okay.
And he's going to attempt to dex out of it. That would be an acrobatics, which he fails. And he
Alright.
is pushed and falls the 40 feet, taking 46 damage.
Since
From
he
the
tried to
fall.
like backflip out of it, he falls head first.
Yeah, he doesn't even try to do anything. It's just like he notices it come up behind him and he like and then he smashes his head just like you said.
Alrighty. I'll
It
use
just
the one movement to get
splats.
there, so. That's. Then yeah, that's my turn.
I'm pretty sure that the casting a spiritual weapon is a bonus action though, right?
It is a bonus if I.
So you technically have your action, which could be used for a cantrip or an attack or something.
Yes. Can't move from here. Don't think we need light at the moment.
I mean, the goblin shaman has a torch, which is lightly illuminating the place a little bit, and there's a couple of torches just laying on the ground around.
And I don't see any comrades laying around me.
There are, random civilians and such that are just not represented by tokens all around, pretty much. But,
Yeah, so, yeah. I'm gonna be here. There's nothing. I gotta touch people to use other stuff.
gotta
So,
touch
yeah.
her.
Gotta touch on the bottom.
Touch me.
Alright,
Well.
so that ends your turn?
Yep.
Well, at the top
Can
of
I
the
ask
turn
it?
order. Yes, go ahead.
Is that 25 a bankable crit?
Yeah, actually.
I'm just keeping tallies of it, so. Cool.
Because he wasn't going for an attack, so I don't
Yeah,
actually
I
know
just
why
needed
he rolled it in the
shove.
first place.
Well, I thought I needed to roll something.
Well, that would have been athletics for pushing, but we changed it to Arcana and just used that Arcana
Okay.
roll.
All right.
So technically, I'm gonna say no on that one because that one was just kind of a
Yeah, that was just there.
that one was
Fair
a click that wasn't needed.
Just getting my
Yes.
accounts in order.
But at the top of the turn order, explosions can be heard in the distance. Lightning licks the air and fire is loosed down the tunnel. In the distance, you can see Okrith and Dimitri, as well as Dimitri's attendant, Phineas, trying to protect the people around them from the goblin forces. And, up on the ridge, you can hear the wails of dying goblins. And the ground begins to rumble as you hear a loud, deep scream. I don't know if you leveled off yourself, Vitari, whenever you flew up here. But you would actually be able to see what is coming from the light that is being cast by the torches and everything.
Oh no, I went like just straight across.
Straight across.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't be able to see where you were casting your spiritual weapon, then you wouldn't have been able to put him on.
I mean, I could see the guy there, so I knew he was there.
Yes, but you need line of sight on the spot that you're putting him on.
Line of sight. No.
So,
Then I would have had to move, and I'd have to move back over here and be up from there.
well, you can move in a diagonal.
Yeah, I just moved the full 60 to get to this spot. So, I'll have it to get there and go up 30.
All right. But with that loud and deep scream, through the air, blood sprays and a heavily armored goblin flies through the air, attached to the top half of a bisected ogre. The ogre half comes down on the goblin riding it, killing it in the impact. And you see, as 2 more ogres run to the edge of the ridge before jumping off. Oh no, what is going on? Oh, I figured it out. And they run and jump down. And run. I just accidentally hit caps lock. Run and jumped down. Goblins riding on the shoulders of the ogres, with spikes driven into the ogre's neck to hold the reins. The goblins go "Ree!" as they fall from the ridge and into the battle.
My cat could hear that through the headphones. He just jumped at the
If natives could talk, I'd probably say they're trying to be as cool as us.
The goblin ogre riders have now come into the battle. And yes, they are trying to be as cool as you. But anyway, it is Prisma's turn.
Okay, so you explained to me that my poison can be made but not used until level 5.
No, you can use it. It just does the poisoned condition until level 5, whenever it gains
okay.
extra damage.
Alright. That makes more sense to me now. I would say, because it says I can coat my weapons, so I'm like,
Yeah, it just doesn't do the extra damage.
Okay.
Not until level 5.
Well, I'm gonna take aim at this Shami Sham here.
The Shami Sham.
This Shami Sham. And I'm gonna shoot one of my arrows. That's coated in my... Well, that's a bleh.
You could choose a 20, right?
Yeah, you could choose to steal the luck dice from the luck pool and just make that 7 into a 20.
I'd rather save it for when we really need that, but when do we ever really need net 20?
Yeah, we wasted one last week, so you might as well use them when it comes up, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, if the person who earned the net 20 doesn't mind, I'll take it.
It's communal.
Alright, I'll use it.
It's communally service.
Now, it doesn't make it into a nat 20. You can't
Right.
critical hit with it, but it does make your base roll into a 20, and so that plus 6, it'd be a 26.
Alright.
You deal 5 damage. Which one was it again? This one? Or this one?
This one.
This one?
This one.
Alright. Well, I'm going to roll a Constitution for your poison. And it is poisoned.
Woohoo!
Nice job.
And we'll put... I guess that one will be poisoned. It's a little bottle that looks like poison to me.
That works.
And it takes 5 piercing.
And then I hide behind the pillar afterwards. And yes, that will end my turn.
Alrighty. Then it is the Goblins' turns. Not the Shaman, by the way. Just the Goblins. But the Goblins now looking at those who are out in the open. They see Vitari, Sigismund, Natus, and Dominicus, as well as Varsum out in the open, not behind cover.
What?
What do you mean, what?
We don't have cover?
You're not behind a little pillar or anything, which gives full cover.
Yeah.
At least from these goblins over here. Some
I
of
feel
these
like we'd be an
goblins
eyesore with
can
them.
go for Cornelius if they so choose because of going after their shaman. But they will pull their bows, which they have been using.
The Goblin?
The goblins. This one, starting from the left, closest to Dominicus and everything, is going to loose an arrow at the young boy on the rhino's back.
Can I... Wait. Can I take that for him? Or can I only take the damage from the Natus?
I'm pretty sure that you can... I don't actually remember.
Because he gonna die.
Yeah, he is going to die.
So I want to take that damage from him.
I don't like the way he said that.
I mean,
He's
he's
like,
probably
"Yeah,
going to
he
die.
is- He is.
I'll do the
going
damage
to
real
die."
quick. He'll take
Like,
7
I'm gonna
piercing
make
damage,
sure.
so yes, he's going to die.
Can I take that from him, please?
I was going to read your thing, but I'll...
Isn't that like a reaction kind of
You
thing?
can read it, but
I can't do anything because Varsum isn't my bonded rider.
if he's bonded to me, does that count?
You know what?
But I did kind of...
I'll just allow it since you're going to just like put yourself in front of him, you know?
I mean, I'm right next to him, you know?
It will use your reaction, but yes.
That's okay.
You can put your arm or your hand in the way and take it in the arm for him.
Rhino doesn't
I'll
even
bet
know he's
if you
there.
had never told us that this was Varsa, we wouldn't have given a shit.
Kinda would have, you know, like young
Oh,
boy.
not as much though.
Now it's our life's mission to protect him.
Yeah, we wouldn't have hated WheatTon, you know.
Yeah, that's what Witten does. He makes you love these characters. This is why we drag them all over the place.
But anyway.
We're just gonna find all our old NPCs anyway, like Ted. Ted's gonna show
We'll
up.
find 10, we'll find 13, we'll find Verseshka.
Anyway,
No, not the player characters.
Gonna continue on with these
Wait,
attacks.
Verseshka was an NPC anyway.
As another short bow arrow comes for Dominicus.
Does it hit my AC?
From it's a 17. What is your AC? If it matches, it misses.
I think it's a 16. Yeah, it's 16.
16, so I will use... Once per round, you can use your reaction to give disadvantage to a single attack roll target in your bonded rider.
Alright, you give that disadvantage.
Yes, please.
Then it becomes a 16 and it matches, and you cut it out of the air.
Nice.
As Natus sees it coming, kind of bucks you up a little bit, and puts you line of sight to the arrow. And then you knock it out of the air with your sword.
Nice.
Continuing the goblin attacks.
And then I say, protect thine lad with me, Natus.
I'll snort.
Alright. Got one coming for Sigismund.
But he
22.
really is a dickhead for making us protect Farsum with 4 HP.
With a million enemies. Did you take 7 damage though?
Yes, he took 7 damage from shielding Varsum.
Let's see.
And I rolled, so you could have technically got his dad.
Yeah, no. Armor. No.
You're still a dickhead.
No.
I think he's really kind for letting you take the damage. Just putting it out there.
He is.
No. Okay, well, yes, it does hit.
Alright, you take 6 piercing.
Beep boop boop.
Because of your mechanical design, I forget your poison damage thing. But I'm gonna roll it.
Have resistance to poison damage and immunity to disease.
So you take 1 poison damage and 6
Beep.
piercing.
Boop 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 boop. Kind of just do the whole exorcist head 360 spin thing, but that's because I'm a robot. And I sound like R2-D2 when I'm not talking. That's it. Am I not on?
No, you're on.
Okay.
I love R2D2.
Alrighty. Then we got one more. I'm going kind of slow. Sorry, guys.
What the fuck?
This one's noticing that you were attacking the shaman in between them. I think these two would aim for Cornelius. So don't hate me. Nice. 15 is a 15 hit.
Let me check.
He shall Czechoslovakian.
Nope, 15 does not hit.
All right. So you dance around these arrows. Then we've got 3 more that are aiming at you guys on the ridge. And Cornelius, you're safe from these. Vitari, I think they would notice that you created that weapon and would aim towards you. So 2 of these will go to Vitari. Nice. 2 misses, I assume.
Yes, minus my AC is 14.
All right, and noticing that they missed, they will add this one. All right.
He's very awkwardly swimming around those arrows.
All right. As well, the goblins begin to encroach in on the people up in the top left. Okrith, Dimitri, and Phineas. And now, it is the Goblin Ogre Rider's turns. As that ogre begins to bound Well, you're the closest one. Bounding towards you.
Ooh, that's gonna be ugly.
It's not the ogre's turn yet. But the goblin
Oh,
on
natural
top,
one.
in its heavy armor, pulls out a ceramic or clay jar of some kind, rears back, and throws it at you.
Hooray! Did he say
That's
that
a
on
miss.
Yeah, he is going the whole time that he's doing it.
You just like scaring my cat, don't you?
I'm not meaning to scare your cat.
He's just twitching. He just twitched this time. I'm just kidding.
This one's
But he's
going
eyeing you
to
like.
dash over here, going towards these guys. And I just realized that he's on top of another goblin. So I'm gonna put him over here instead. And gonna throw one of these fire bombs, but at disadvantage because of the range.
That's not gonna hit
a
anybody.
miss. 'Tis a miss. And that is the end of the ogre rider's turns. And now it is the goblin shaman's turns, which the goblin shaman over here was never attacked after it summoned its lightning cloud.
Fuck this guy.
So looking, I think all of you are in range. It's gonna go after the thing that hurt it the most. Which was Natus. And I actually misread this last week, but we're just gonna go with it. It actually hits everything within 5 feet of where it lands.
Oh, yuck.
So technically it will hit Dominicus and Varsum as well.
Well,
Bye bye,
whatever.
Varsum.
It was a good run.
No, you were just gunning to kill him, weren't you?
I mean, I'll allow any reactions from anybody else.
If only he had more mouths to which he could eat that damage.
Well, we still need dexterity saving throws from Dominicus and Natus.
Okay, so I get advantage because of my dangerous sense.
Mm-hmm. And one from Varsum as well. Alright, you're going to take the full 19. Man, Varsum is just begging to die.
Well, this is his second campaign. Of course he's begging to die. He keeps coming back.
You can't move in a reaction, can you?
I would say no, that you can't move in a reaction. But what are you wishing to do?
Well, I don't think it would really help or anything. But I have absorb elements. It says it allows me to capture some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing its energy for the next melee attack.
It's only if you're a target, though. If you were
Yeah.
trying to, like, fly up and become the target point, like, intercept the entire lightning bolt,
Right.
then I would say that... But I don't think that you have...
That's too much for a reaction.
Yeah, you don't have a way to do the movement for the reaction.
If I had fleet of foot, I probably could, but oh well. I'm just trying. I'm sorry, Marson.
Oh, Varsum's dead. Dominicus is down,
Oh no.
and
Wow.
I'm
Good night,
gonna
Marson.
say that like Nada's pretty much like falls down. He's not down. He's got 5 hit points left, but he's down as well, like lying on his side.
Ooh.
Yeah. Too bad that dude has 1 hit point left. But the rest of them are just going to keep
Ogre?
dancing.
The ogre?
This
No.
one,
Yeah.
the guy that we charged and he disengaged.
Yeah. If you would have went it for him instead of these two, that would have been a good idea. But hindsight. Dominicus, as it is your turn, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Now, this was 3d6 if I remember correctly.
Yep, 3d6. Oh, and to say exactly why it's 3d6, I wanted scarier death saving throws. So instead of rolling a d20 for death saving throws, you roll a 3d6. Each 6 rolled on a die counts as a success, and each 1 counts as a failure. And you die if you accumulate 3 failures, and stabilize if you accumulate 3 successes. Well, that sucks.
It really does.
Wow.
If only we still had that stored roll. I'm kidding. That would think
It
even
looks
worse.
like I'm gonna have to make a new character.
Oh no.
Does Varsum get death saves as well?
I mean, the amount of damage that he took would have killed him outright, but I'll be nice and say yes.
Can I say with my dying breath for Natus to retreat? Or not like dying breath, but like before I got knocked out?
Yeah.
Like, I would just hear the sad tone. I don't really understand what you're saying. But I'll probably just stay with you. Oh my god.
Well, we do have a healer of some description who has the essence flask.
You are being nice for Varsum.
All right. That's 1 success, 1 fail. Am I being
did I get
nice, or am I
2
just
That's not
trying to
fair.
prolong your suffering?
It's impossible to keep him alive if he's on my back.
Maybe you should have dropped him off.
I was going to on my turn, but it's too late.
I mean, it is your turn. So,
Mhm.
I mean, you said that you still had some hit points. So even though you flavored it as laying on your side, I mean, you still...
Yeah, so I would like to still lie on my side, but, like, you know, lie next to Varsum and Dominicus, providing cover. Like, you know, cuddling them almost.
All right. So, I mean, technically, you would be to the side of them. So, yeah. I don't know why Dominicus's token isn't moving on one of my screens.
I didn't move him, but I will. I'll move him now.
No, I just mean period. He was like a couple of spaces away from you.
Oh, okay.
But all right. And as they are laying down, and you're pretty big, I'm going to say that they have full cover behind you. All right, and that's the end of your turn?
So I believe that would end my rage as well, maybe?
Well, you took damage,
Oh,
so you're
okay.
still raging.
Fine, good. Yeah, I'll end my turn.
Replacing rage with misery.
bastard goblin. I had such great plans for my turn.
What about a barbarian subclass that instead of going rage just goes total emo? Real sad, real depressive, really whiny.
Is Dominicus like actually knocked out and unconscious, or is he still like able to do things like the last stand rules that we?
Well,
think I'm unconscious.
the last stand rules still apply, but you can choose to use them. They're optional, or you can choose to be considered unconscious whenever you hit 0.
Because I mean, I could probably help him if he was conscious, because he has to be able to take an action.
I mean, the last stand rules allow you to take an action while you're at 0. It's just like they're really, really crappy actions, you know?
Well, yeah, I know. It's just
Like, he can move 10 feet as an action. He can make one attack as an action.
for
or
me
cast
as
a cantrip.
Charisma to help him. He needs to be able to take an action.
Well, he can take an action.
No, that's all I'm saying. So, Tanner, are you conscious or not?
I don't know.
Yes, he is. He can take an action. He can take help. He can survive.
Where?
Okay.
And technically that means that Varsum can too.
Yes, that's why I'm asking.
Oh, so you don't even care about me.
Well, I'm asking for both of you.
I
Good
don't
save.
know what I'm doing.
Oh, Jesus.
Also, your voice is back to normal, just not loud.
I've been drinking orange juice. It's helping. But,
Also,
yeah, I'm just asking. Also what?
I may be misremembering. What did you do on your last turn?
Who?
You specifically.
I shot at the shaman and I poisoned him.
Ah, okay. I thought that might have been the turn before last.
No, that was just this last turn.
I was thinking maybe I accidentally skipped yours, but...
No, you didn't.
It is Cardia's turn at the moment. I don't know if you're doing this thing that you said that you could help with now, or waiting.
I was asking on my turn because I have to move to be able to do it, so.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, go ahead, I was just asking.
Well, Cardia will move over here 30 feet. And he's gonna attempt to shoot that boy with the crossbow. Get that lightning cloud out of here. And nails that shaman right between the eyes. And the cloud disappears. And that's going to be it for his turn. Now it is the ogre's turn. The ogre, carrying a great club, of course, is right next to Cornelius.
Ogre want corn.
He comes down with that great club with a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
And does 17 bludgeoning.
No, corn!
I think we have to run away.
Corn good for ogre.
But
we do.
the goblin riding on top of his back stomps on his shoulder. And another great club comes for you.
Holy crap.
Probably try to regroup with the
That's
guys
gonna
up
hurt.
there.
Alright. 13.
Hang on, I'm still running the calculations from the first one.
Huh? What? Oh, it's a total of 30 damage.
Oh, well, then I'm down.
Oh no.
Yeah, that zeroes me.
Oops.
All right. And I think at the top of the turn, a couple of other people are going to probably notice that you guys need some help up at the top and start trying to make their way over to you and try to group up. But it is now Varsum's turn, which I think you already did his saving throws.
1 for 1.
Yep. Sigismund, it is your turn.
Is Dominicus still alive?
Dominicus is still alive, but he is down.
Barely.
He is making death saving throws.
2 fails, 1 success.
So Sieg is all just beeping and everything, and then just beep, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop. Well, how many levels do I even have available? Hold on. 1, 2. Okay. Beep, boop, boop, beep. 19 HP.
And that just like brings him back completely, yeah?
Who? Me?
Yeah. He no longer needs to make death saving throws.
Almost at full health.
Nice.
Just don't talk to me, because if you talk to me, I'll talk back, and that hurts me.
I don't think I'm too in the mood to talk because I'm like getting my ass kicked by some goblins.
Goblins.
Some
And
goblins.
use the rest of his movements to come over here. And you could just see the gizmos and everything rotating around. That's it.
I'm noticing something real quick though. It says higher level cast.
What's up with that?
I don't remember at level 3 what levels you get. So you get second level at level 3?
Yeah, I literally just checked.
Cool.
Remember when I said how much I have available? Or wondering how much I have available? That's when I checked.
Yeah, I just didn't remember. I was thinking for some reason that casters were still on only level 1s. But that's sweet. And that's the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alright, Cornelius. Need you to make some death saving throws.
He
Roll
can't possibly roll
3d6.
3 ones.
Alright, you got 1 fail, 1 success. Scary.
Still
right?
hanging in there.
It's too scary.
Alright, Vitari.
Right. Well, let's see. Amelia's down there. Before I fly down closer, I guess I don't have to get close. Actually, I can. I'll send a healing word towards him.
Healing word. Hey, get up. That's 3 healing words for you, mofo.
It's dangerous down there.
So Cornelius.
Just whisper, get up, fucker.
Cornelius is being healing worded. I think. I assume it's
Yes,
Cornelius.
Cornelius is being healing worded.
Alright.
Excuse the
And
whispers
that's a
of
bonus
rise
action
to
as
fear.
well.
My healing word?
Yeah, healing word's a bonus action.
No way. It is. Well, I think I'll go ahead and make my spiritual weapon attack this shaman up here.
I think that's also usually a bonus action, but I'll allow you to use it as an action.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, spiritual weapons a bonus action usually.
Ugh.
Well, that's
Yeah,
that's
that
gonna
bonus
miss.
action. That bonus action and action distinction is cancer. It single-handedly makes a game unplayable. Okay,
I
maybe not
will.
single-handedly, but really contributes.
So here. Yeah, I'll go back to my spot behind the pillar.
All right.
And that'll be it.
So Dominicus and Cornelius now no longer have any death fails or successes, and have a little bit of health. So that's good. And at the top of the turn order, the goblins continue their onslaught on the interloping army. The civilian lines are broken as the makeshift soldiers begin to scatter and retreat to the caves scattered along the walls. The unlucky are cut down, while others have nets cast over them, and they begin to be being dragged back to who knows where. Prisma, it's your turn.
Okay. So everybody's brought back up, right?
Except for Varsum.
Uh-oh.
Except for worse.
Ah, so no loss.
Well, let's see here. Prisma will fly over to Dominicus and Natus and Farsum. And she will... Let me pull up my sheet here. She will cast Goodberry.
All right, you now have 10 berries.
So she will give 2 each to Natus and Dominicus, and then the other 6 to Varsum.
Alrighty.
Well, Varsum's only got 4 hit points max.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll give those 4 to him and 3 to the other 2. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That way I'm not giving extra to someone who doesn't need it.
I mean, they won't be able to eat them until their turn. And he could die before that happens.
Oh dear.
Chew. Chew like the wind. Actually, what about reaction chew?
Uh, you know what? Sure. I'll be nice.
Reaction.
He will use a reaction to eat 1 berry and regain 1 hit point.
Prisma can shove it in his mouth to help him eat it.
Save
Like,
my
eat for
dingleberry.
your life!
Throw it
That
into
hurt.
my mouth, Prisma.
But yeah, and she will use the rhino as cover, as well as Dominicus, and hide.
Yeah,
All right. I also need
he
to
just ate.
add in
Bullshit.
these guys.
And then
And
what,
what-
guys?
The guys up there that are watching
Huh?
you guys go down.
Oh,
You gonna let Dimitri save you? Oh my god. He's gonna have to save his lessers, just like he knew he was.
how wooed.
Oh, a wet rose.
how romantic.
Alright.
That's my turn.
And boom. You now have 3 extra people in the turn order. Which, I mean, they were just set dressing before, but they would have been taking out these goblins. These goblins were just set dressing. Oops. Alright. It's now the basic goblins' turns. And I think seeing the downed rhino, they would attempt to fill it with some... are you prone right now? Natus?
Yes.
You are prone?
Yes.
I think that ranged attacks have disadvantage on you while you're prone.
Nice.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. I always love that logic.
Well, it's because you're taking cover, I guess. But this one is actually going to leave the thing, pull out his scimitar. Can you make this one too? Yep, that one too.
Anya! Anya!
And the other 2 are going to aim at the rhino with their short bows.
Uh-oh.
I think that's a miss. I think that's a
Yes.
miss. And the 2 right
Oh.
next to you with their
They
scimitars with
They get
advantage.
advantage. Yeah.
The 20. I think the
20.
20 will
Ready?
hit.
Yes.
Dealing 4 slashing, but you're technically still raging.
Yes.
Because you've been taking damage. And you take 2 slashing damage.
Okay.
And the a couple on the ridge will begin. Let's see. Beep, 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 beep. All right, I think they're. I was gonna see, depending on their intelligence score, I was gonna see if they were dumb enough to start fighting the spiritual weapon, but they're not. I'm going to make 1 bow attack at. Let's see who's in there. At Sieg, because closest that's not behind a pillar. 19. And 1 more at Natus.
What's up with these rolls, Wheat?
Disadvantage.
Yep, disadvantage, so they don't hit Natus because he's prone.
That dude
but-
take the hit.
Alright, you take 3 piercing.
How do you have 3?
Since when do I have 3?
And 1 poison.
Okay.
Alright, and that's going to be it for the goblins. Wait, I forgot about these up here.
Goblin.
Forgot about these up here who are going to begin. Going to run over here. We're talking about the ones in the top left of the. To the NPCs now. And they're gonna make 3 scimitar attacks. 2 to the half-orc with the hammer, with the warhammer, and 1 to Dimitri.
Half orc with a warhammer? Why does this sound familiar?
Well, his name is Phineas. He was sitting
Ah.
with Dimitri before. He's the one who ate half of your treat.
My macaroon?
Yes, your macaroon.
And Ferb.
Phineas takes the second one for 4 slashing. And the 11 misses Dimitri. And then it will be his turn. And he will swing his warhammer with 2 hands. For a 24. Dealing 12 bludgeoning damage. To the goblin right beside him. Taking him out. And not leaving the range, but diverting the attention from his ward. Ward? Is that right? I don't think that's right. Keeping this one's attention on him. Now it is the Ogre Rider's turn. The Ogre Riders will throw a firebomb down at Cornelius.
No.
Miss.
Nice. Good thing you got up and you dodged out of the way. And you hear a in the distance as they begin running over here. And throw a firebomb. Missing.
That ogre's still gonna flatten me, though.
Not with that attitude.
Right. And the shaman, they will continue to dance. The war dance. That extra poison damage. Dominicus, is your turn again. You are now
I'm gonna have to see if I can loot these guys.
back up with 19 health.
You have 3 good berries.
Yeah, I gave you 3. Hello?
Is it a free, is it a free action to eat them?
No, it takes an action to eat them.
Okay.
Which I would do the same thing that I do for potions. If you want to use your movement action to drink a potion, then you get to keep your action, but can't move.
I mean, there's 2 already in front of you, so you don't really need to move if you want to use that as your... Yeah.
Well, they're not in front of him, so he could get away without any attacks of opportunity. But I don't know what he wants to do. Like,
Yeah, he is now no longer mounted.
Uh-oh.
so I know what I'm going to do,
Cheddar!
unless he mounts me and then takes control again.
Yeah, you like it when
I
people
know what you
mount
want
you
to
and take
do.
control.
Love it.
Well,
Dominicus,
how long should we do him?
Yes.
it's your turn.
Oh, there he is.
You are no longer downed. You have 19 hit points, but you are no longer on Natus, who has been shielding you from everything.
Is he at 5 hit points still?
I have 3.
Oh shit.
Right.
Do we have healing item?
No.
Uh,
I- So
um,
unless you take control of the situation, Nadis is going to stay prone and attack recklessly at these two. Well, just one.
I'm gonna shout out like we should consider a tactical retreat. Because I feel like we're gonna get butchered if we stay any longer. Because we're already getting mollywopped.
All right.
Sound good?
I think so.
I mean, I'm all down for a tactical retreat.
Everyone
Somebody's
in
gonna
favor,
have to
say
go
aye.
get Cornelius, though.
Where is he?
He's just over there hanging out.
I mean,
with
I
Logan.
have something up my sleeve if I can survive the next round.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to go over there to snatch him up. Who's the swiftest of us?
Me.
Actually, probably be Vitari while he's still under that flying.
Oh yeah.
How about- Fuck, I don't know what to do.
Like, if I could talk, I'd be like, save yourself.
Just try to take out those guys in front of you at least.
While I'm prone, I'm under advantage, and they're under advantage anyway. So if I attack recklessly, they're not gaining anything.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but I think you also have disadvantage, so you'd just be breaking even.
So-
if I attack recklessly, I get advantage.
Yeah, but because you're prone, you're at disadvantage on your melee attack, so you just break even.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, distraction. What do you think of this? We kill what's in front of us, and then we go beat up the ogre that's downing Cornelius, and then we dip.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I don't know if we'll be able to pull it off, but I'm willing to try.
Well,
Alright, let's try it.
here's the thing. At the moment, because you are not on Nadis's back, you are technically doing your turns separately.
Well, I can get on top of him, right? Will that take 10 or 5 movement?
Yes, it will
5
take
movement.
5 movement as a cavalier to get on Nadis's back.
Will that combine our turns again, or
Yes.
no? Okay, cool.
It will recombine your turns.
Will that give them opportunity attacks?
For you to mount him?
Yeah.
No. It's only once
Okay,
you leave their reach.
So I'm gonna hop on my little doggy,
Okay.
and then
You know, like the
And then
cool
I'm
thing
gonna-
horses do when they're prone and the rider gets on them and they can just get on their feet. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm gonna slashy slash the 2 guys in front of us. I assume they're alive.
Donkey!
Okay.
Short sword, slashy slash.
Mhm. I assume that misses.
Come on, what the fuck?
That does miss.
I'm gonna try again.
That also misses.
I'm gonna bonus action. Wait. I'm gonna roar to try and. Can I do that? Oh no, I need to
you
do.
used
I
it
can only do
last
it
time.
once. Yeah, never mind. I can't do that anymore.
You have second wind as well. I don't know what that does. Oh yeah, it's just
Second wind allows him to regain 1d10 plus his fighter level as a bonus action
you
in
have
health.
action. You have action
In
surge
health?
as well.
Did I use that already?
You have not.
Is that like once per long rest type of use?
Yes.
Okay, so I still have that in case I go down again. So that's good. But I
But
will
action-
use.
Action surge gives you another action, so is that another 2 attacks?
You would be able to take the attack action again, so yes.
Then I guess I'll do that to attack more.
And you'd still have your bonus as well.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good.
And you don't get a bonus action if you go down again. You only get one action, not a bonus action as well.
If I go down,
If you go down, you don't get to use your bonus action.
A
You were
second
saying you were
wind?
going to use your second wind if you go down again.
Oh, okay.
oh, so I have to be alive to use second wind.
Yeah, because it's like
Okay.
you kind of like, you know, and like
If I were to use it and I hit my threshold, would I gain more than my HP?
no.
Oh, okay. So then there's no point. Then yeah, I want to use action surge so I can attack these stupid goblins again.
Goblins.
The goblin.
That's a hit.
That is.
Hey, there's one right in front of us, this one.
Yeah.
Plus
Do I
the
still have-
rage damage.
Plus rage. Oh man, you hurt it real bad. Like if I was to put a number on it, I'd say 6. But it's still up.
It's like it has 1 HP left. And then I guess I'll attack the one next to him.
All right, that is also a hit.
Another 6.
Oh, man.
And you still have a bonus action attack, I believe.
Would it be able to like try and, because they're so close, would it, or no? Wait,
No.
that doesn't sound. I want to slash him.
I still have an attack.
Oh, you do?
I was
And
just doing yours first because your name's first.
Okay, let me use my bonus action to slash the one in front of us one more time. And then you can attack the other one. What?
Oh man.
All right.
What is it with these natural ones?
Yeah, like I hate clicking for other people.
Not quite yet.
The action surge was good though.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
So Natus's
I'm
stuff
just
now?
gonna
he's
go.
gonna-
Yeah.
Question, did you get back up?
I'm back up.
All right, so that will take half your movement to stand
Okay.
up. And are you attacking recklessly?
I didn't say I was, so I think that would be cheating.
All right, I was trying to give you an out, but that
You know. Yeah.
they backstep it.
Yeah. So as I'm getting up, I just like move my head, try and pierce them, and miss.
But they're badly wounded, right?
Yes, they are very badly wounded.
Alright.
But that's the end of your turn.
It is. Yes.
All right,
Yes, sir.
Cardia is going to run up here, pull out a dagger. You're like, man, I'm not supposed to be helping this much.
Is Varsum still dead?
Varsum has 1 HP because I am being very, very nice.
You can't let Varsum die again.
He's going to
That's not cool.
attack with his dagger and
was
shank
definitely
both of these that are barely alive.
Water form attack.
To help you guys out.
Is this our like Vlad dude?
No, this is the jester, the gambler
Oh,
that
the
was
gambler man.
with you. That's gonna
Oh,
be
is
the
he,
end
like-
of his turn.
Crazy high level compared to us.
He seems to be pretty practiced in the ways of battle, but he's just kind of messing around. It doesn't seem like he's taking this seriously at all.
Because I don't see us rolling 32. All I
It
see are
is the
natural
ogre's
ones.
turn now.
Oh,
The
God.
one that's battering Cornelius.
Yes. Seeing Cornelius's back to, I don't know, what you would call it, since we're not doing the unconscious thing.
Back
But,
on his feet at least.
yeah, he's kind of got to.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
14.
And I'm down
He
again.
should be
Yeah.
down again.
Only gave him 7.
How badly has that ogre been damaged whatsoever?
It hasn't
Nope.
been attacked at all.
Touched.
He downed me the moment he stepped up. And if I could keep my feet for a minute until he ends his turn, I could stun him and run away.
But that is not the end of his turn, because technically he didn't use his movement on his rider's turn, so he can come over here. And he's gonna attack the brightly colored gentleman. He seems to be attracted to the colors with his second attack.
Maybe that'll work in our favor
13
because we're
bludgeoning.
like the opposite of colors distraction.
Yeah.
Then
Oh no, that means bad for me.
we have the one up here
He's just gonna swat you like a fly.
who is going to reach out with that great club for Phineas. With a hit and a hit.
Jesus Christ.
He didn't get
He gets
the...
three. He gets 3 attacks.
No, this is the
Four
second
attack.
one.
Can
Oh,
I ask a question?
Yes, you can ask a question.
Is this a chasm, like a big gap, or in the floor? Like,
It
Is there,
does
like-
seem that there is a chasm between between the ridge that you are on and a lower level.
Idea. Continue.
Say it. Yeah. Say it aloud though, because I think I've got the same idea. So
So Phineas took a 15 and a 6, 31 more damage from that ogre. All right, and that's the end of the ogre's turns. It is Varsum's turn, who is surprised he is still alive, and you can hear his father screaming his name through the chasm. Not the
like, 2
chasm, though.
seconds.
Through the tunnel.
Awesome!
So I'm thinking, not just he's just been downed, brought back to life. Now there's a big ogre. He isn't as bonded to us as we are to him, so I think he's gonna run. Like he's gonna be crying and he's gonna run away.
Dad, I want to go home.
If we were to be a little more realistic, I don't think he'd have any control over his legs right now.
No?
So I don't think he'd be able to run away.
What, because of fear?
Yes.
Frozen fear.
Can I make a roll?
Sure. Give me a wisdom. I usually set it at 15 for stuff.
Enough. Yeah. Well, can he at least eat the other 3 berries?
Sure. I'll say that he kind of like goes to like put his hand in his face like, ah! And then he accidentally throws them in his mouth.
Okay. So is it back up to 4 hit points? Not that it really matters. 1, 4 is no different.
Yeah.
Okay, so Elendi's turn. Petrified.
Oh,
You never know. It can make all the difference.
I forgot to add his dad to the thing. Oops. Well, that's pretty lucky. He's gonna go after Varsum.
You forgot Dad.
No.
Dad.
Daddy.
My dad.
So yeah, Dadsum will go next. And he is going to ignore the ogre. Gotta check the
Dadsum.
ogre's range.
The
It's still 5 feet.
God of Madness version.
Do what?
Dadsum, the non-God of Madness version.
His name is actually Tolston. But he's gonna run up his 30 feet. And he's going to shoot his heavy crossbow at the ogre. And that's gonna hit for 9 piercing damage on that ogre. And this one right here, by the way. Now, their attention is on Varsum's father. Sieg is your turn.
Can I use spells with a affecting range? You know, like I could target range of 5 feet on the goblin that's riding the guy, the ogre.
I would say that because the ogre is taller than 5 feet, you'd have to like get up there. But I would allow you to athletics climb yourself up there to be on the shoulders if you wish. Unless you have another way of getting up there.
Yes, let's see the short robot climb up the ogre. That sounds awesome.
Itsy bitsy robot climbs up the ogre's back.
The
Okay,
Iron Midget climbing up the ogre's back.
it's time for save or suck. Or check or suck, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, you climb that mother.
alright.
Nice!
I got excited and almost
With
went
zero.
a little too far with that.
Alright, so it kind of just climbs on up, and then it upper level casts.
Now, you see that the goblin that's riding him is wearing heavy armor.
Upper level cast of that.
Nice. You hit.
But, for the damage, though... let's see what upper levels are roll for. Motherfucker. Ignore that.
Gotta say, you double hit.
On a hit, 3d10, when you cast a spell you're in second level, it increases by 1d10. Okay,
If you
so...
click the inflict wounds in the chat, the name of it, it should do damage and ask you to choose your level.
Oh, yes. But there's another thing that I'm doing. Seriously? This is that kind of... Oh, wait, no. It's 18. Anyways, but yeah, I also do another thing.
Well, before you do that thing, let me explain what happens real quick. You reach out after climbing your way to the top of this ogre. You reach out, grab the heavily armored goblin ogre rider by its neck, and then it just begins to smoke, and it turns to char in your hand, and you throw it off.
Well, okay, well, what happens for the other half? Because I was gonna do this. Kind of interrupted me.
What do you mean, what other half?
Read it.
Whenever you cast a spell that targets only one creature and doesn't have a range of self, you can target a second creature in range with the same spell. Yeah, I don't see any problem with that.
So I also
That works.
touched the ogre on the back of his head. I'm assuming that's how high I'm at.
Yeah.
So 18 necrotic damage to him too.
Yeah, I thought you were going to do something completely different. I thought you were going to take up the reins, but...
Since he's an ogre, does that mean that he can only be killed with fire or acid?
No, those are trolls.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
Wait, are you sure that's trolls?
I'm sorry, what?
yes, that's trolls.
Ah,
I mean, they're both considered giant types, I think. They're both giants, but only the trolls have the regen. And they can, like, cut off an arm and create a new one. But yeah, you've done your 19 damage to the ogre. The ogre!
18.
Did I say 19?
Yes.
Well, I calculated 18, so don't worry.
So yeah, then the gnome just kind of takes the seating position that the what's his name had.
The goblin.
Yeah. Just beeping and booping.
Alright. Is that end your turn?
Yes.
In order to control him, you will have to do a successful animal handling.
All right.
Cornelius,
And that's
I know you're
that
down.
bonus action worthy.
It would be a free action.
Free action. Okay. Well, here's the animal handling.
Alright, he is going to do his best to sling you off on his next turn and then head...
But I'm not done.
What do you mean you're not done?
God,
As a
man.
free action?
There's more.
How is there more?
There is more. Just gotta let me get to it.
How do you have something that affects free actions that I give you?
Well, if I could get to it, you'll know.
No death
Okay.
saves or fails.
Alright, so, there's a feat I have around here. This one. Let me double check its text to make sure I didn't miss.
Every time he has a turn, it's like a commercial where it's like, but wait, there's more when you think it's over.
Yeah, it means stop rushing.
That means we want to skip the commercial.
Honestly, I do not think that a +4 to that will make a real difference, so never mind. Because I could add +4 to it.
Cornelius, you good?
I'm good.
All right. And as we come up here to the NPCs who are trying to fight their way to you to help you guys out, Dimitri is going to stab in to this goblin right next to him. And you see as his white iron dagger is wreathed in frost. as he attacks with the dagger with a 20. And he hits, and he stabs the goblin, and the goblin is encased in ice and is now a statue. He is going to walk around and face the ogre. At the end of his turn, it is Arkrith's turn, who is going to run up to the ogre as well. And he, with disadvantage, is going to attempt to hit. That hits, and he uses his cantrip as well. And you see as his sword is covered in this red-black energy. And he has 4 temporary hit points now. And the ogre takes 16 slashing. That is going to be the end of his turn. Vitari.
All right. How far is... Okay. I will. I could see Cornelius pretty good from here, right?
Yeah.
Then I will send another killing word their way. And roll 7s.
If you guys could see that nonsense, sorry.
What is this crap contaminating my screen?
Huh?
I can see the nonsense. I don't understand it. But, Cornelius, you gain another 7 hit points from that healing word.
Yeah.
That's what happens when I click show spell description.
There you go.
Thank you.
Now I'm up on my feet again, and no longer dying.
I mean, it was pretty cool that you took no fails or saves.
And rolled straight 5s.
Yahtzee.
That's
All
only
right.
the ogre that's still alive around us.
Yeah, the
Close to
ogre
there.
and you got these 2, or these 3 goblins and the shaman right here.
Okay, well. How's that? Well, then. We might as well go up there to that ogre and try to stab it with my spear.
All right, that's a hit.
Yeah.
And it takes 10 piercing damage.
Go for a big chunk of thigh. And that's my turn.
All right. Once again at the top of the turn order.
What's going on?
You see, well, I guess you might not see, as reinforcements come up on the ridge. More goblins come.
Oh, come on! How many more?
Well, Okrith told you that there was thousands of them
Jesus!
before you came on this pass. But Prisma, it's your turn.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, let's see here.
And you said you had an idea. What was it?
I have an idea, but now I'm not sure if I want to execute it because people are all in the way. They'll get trampled. Probably not a good idea to do that anymore.
Was a good idea.
Yeah, it was. Until so many people gathered up around his feet.
Whose feet?
The ogres.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry for Vitari, but I'm all up on his head.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't have been good for you either.
Now.
But,
Well, what was the idea?
the idea was, since you said he is clearly attracted to colors, Prisma was going to use her bright, colorful self to attract him over to this ledge and just kind of see if he was stupid enough to walk right off it. You know, it was an idea. But, you know, if I tried that, then all these people in this area will get trampled by his feet, because I don't think he'll just go around them.
Hold up a minute. So, like, I gotta go check out these lights.
Well, either way, it is your turn.
Well, wait a minute. This would be a dumb and risky idea, but instead of going the safer route over this way, I could go right through all these goblins and see if he could trample all of them. Because then if he would go through here, he wouldn't hit anybody. Other than maybe Cardian. Also, have you been having this guy get affected by my poison at all?
He's poisoned. That just means that he has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Oh, I thought. No, never mind. You're right. It doesn't get the extra poison attack. That's right. Decisions. Well, I'm sure everybody else around his feet is probably just gonna take out the big guy, so screw it. I'm not gonna risk. Technically, if someone's on his head, I don't know. That's not up to me.
I mean, he's like trying to shake him off. So yeah, you're technically he's at a disadvantage right now. I mean, you would have advantage on attack rolls against him.
As soon as we kill this ogre, we're dipping.
Well, Prisma will aim for this goblin.
Goblin.
The goblin.
The goblin and shoot.
That's a hit. And he's gonna roll that con. He fails, and he is now poisoned.
And then she kicked him in the ding ding.
He's probably got like 1 hit point.
He is quite hurt.
The big old Durgan or the troll.
No, the guy I just hit.
Ogre.
The goblin.
The goblin, yeah.
It's so fucking stupid.
And then I go back into hiding. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. It is all of the goblins' turns. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, man.
The one that you just hit as well. 13, 14, 15, 16 goblins.
Jesus Christ!
What a goblin.
That's a lot of arrows that are coming at you.
Uh-huh.
Where them fireballs at?
So I'm gonna roll how many did I say? 14? 14 goblins on the shelf.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll 2. So 7 of them got a nat 1. And 7 of them got a 14.
What matches mine?
Yeah. Anybody got an AC of lower than 14?
Can I be protecting Varsum as this is happening?
Yeah, I don't think anybody gets attacked. I don't think anybody gets hit because they wouldn't be aiming
even
for
Varsum?
Varsum. They'd be aiming for the warriors that are in front of him.
Oh, cool.
All right.
So it just hits Natus's thick hide and just
bounces
pings
off.
That's cool.
As well, you could probably say that you're like hitting some of them out of the air. And everybody's like able to dodge all of them.
I picture Natus kind of like Scrappy Doo, but he's actually big. Let me at him.
Now it's Phineas's turn. He's going to attack
Who's over there?
Oops, I forgot about that goblin. So I'm going to give one more goblin to attack Phineas with a scimitar. Hitting and dealing 11 damage. Who's
A
over
nat
there? What do you
20.
mean? The NPCs that were trying to come and help you, finishing off their stuff and then coming over there.
A row of enemies up there. Those are our allies too?
Yeah. You met Dimitri in the tavern. He was going to beat you up because you were being arrested and resisting arrest. All right, the final goblin up there is taken care of with a warhammer.
Goblins.
And that is the end of his turn. Now, the goblin shaman is gonna keep dancing up here.
The Shyamalan Goblin.
But this one right here that's hurt is gonna stop. It's gonna stop its dance. And he is going to cast darkness
Darkness.
on
Where?
this group right here.
Oh.
Is it in advanced darkness?
I don't know what you mean by advanced darkness.
Advanced darkness.
It's not just your ordinary, everyday kind of darkness.
This is advanced darkness.
All right.
He's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. I don't really know if that's 20 feet,
Not this in darkness.
but that's the darkness.
Ha.
It's a little much.
It would
Wait,
be
and it's
30
supposed to be
anyway.
15 feet.
Yeah, 15
It would
foot
be
radius, so 30 across.
Okay.
You want me to give you some meats?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Just saying that that's... I'm just gonna say that's there, but it's actually 30 feet around.
Because you know I like a doing to me.
And now... it is the... Ogre Rider's turn. He's gonna throw another firebomb.
Ogre Rider?
Yeah.
How many ogres are there?
There's 2.
This one up here.
Oh. Huh. Okay.
Well,
Darn
that,
screen zoom.
that doesn't hit anyone. Dominicus, it's your turn. You are in pitch black. The darkness surrounds you.
You must try to find the door to darkness. There should be many Kingdom Hearts references here.
By the way, that shaman that Prisma poisoned, how's he doing?
They seem to switch up their tactics whenever they're not doing very well. So you could assume that he's probably pretty hurt.
Yeah, I figured as much. He has still been taking the poison damage, though, right?
No. There will not be any poison damage until 5th level. I looked at that after stream or after session 2, and I remembered that after reading it.
Okay, that makes sense.
So they're just poisoned until 5th level, and then her poison gets stronger.
Getcha.
Need fart man, sir.
Dominicus, is your turn. Natus can also do his because they're right next to each other and they are mounted.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting to see what the rider does.
Well, I don't think you can see what he does.
You know, like, I think that he'd have hold of my reins and he would tell me to go which way or that way or...
Yeah.
Minicus!
Anyway, what is everybody else doing?
Well, he did say we want to charge this ogre. I mean, I don't know how we could do it if we can't see it now, though.
Well, you would technically just have a disadvantage under the blindness rules.
I'll just take control then. And I'm thinking that, I mean... So would you allow me to maneuver behind it? To flank it?
Roll me a feely perception check. You're feeling around.
With Dominicus or Natus?
With Natus, because you're the one whose feet are touching the ground.
Okay. Uh-huh. Just double checking. I don't think I took anything. No. Okay.
All right, you're able to maneuver your way behind him.
Okay, cool.
It's like
How do you
based
do
off
that?
of memory and feel, you remember exactly where he is.
Okay, and yeah, like Dominicus is making me do this. So, how do you do the movement thing again to show you exact path I took?
You grab and hold your thing as if you were moving it, and then you hit Q.
Tanner's here, you know. Tanner, speak up.
Hello.
They are trying to.
We can
do
take turns, though. I don't mind. I think that's cool.
Gotta say, like, I want him to be able to have a say since he's here and not just be talked over.
Oh no, I was saying like I want like distraction to like if he's already doing it.
Are you grabbing Varson by his t-shirt or whatever
Like to run away with him.
to bring him with us?
Yeah, I feel like that's in character.
Yeah, and you said kill the ogre. That was the last thing you said. So
Do we kill him?
killing the ogre and then dipping.
Right, so because it wasn't a straight line, it's not a charge. But like Dominicus is back now, so he can control himself. But Nadis is gonna go right in between the legs and gore upwards into the crotch.
Oh yeah.
That's the way.
All right.
It likes it.
Because you were in darkness, you will have the disadvantage, though. But I guess you're technically flanking, even if everything is dark. So back to
Would
normal.
that be counteracting it? Yeah, it's like you get advantage, but you don't.
So I'll do the gore first if you're happy with that, Tanner.
Yeah. Did I attack him yet?
That is a miss.
Damn.
Yeah, so disappointing. Okay.
Did I attack him yet?
You have
No,
not.
you.
Then I'm gonna try and do the same thing and try and upward stab into his crotch with my rhino that missed.
The upward gore is just to send you into a jumping spiral upwards. God of War style.
Oh, short sword
That's a hit.
plus rage,
So
Alright.
10?
10 damage.
That's good.
All right.
Second attack.
Go for it. That's a
That's a
hit.
miss.
Oh, it
It is?
10 damage.
He has a lower AC than the goblins.
Bonus.
Yeah, he's a large creature. Although, wait, are you doing that? Large creatures are easier to hit.
I just this is a basic ogre. I did nothing to it.
Ah,
But it has less AC
Yeah.
than the goblins.
It's not wearing any armor, and yes, it is larger. It's got less. It's less dexterous.
like supposedly AC is factored by a creature's ability to dodge, like dodge an incoming attack, or the thickness or hardness of their armor. So
But yeah, he's. You still hear some no.
Yeah, we just castrated him. Like, do you want a bonus action short sword?
I'm down.
Can you see the screen, Tanner? Because I saw this skill and I've never read this skill before. Your unwavering mark.
down to clown.
When you hit a creature with a melee weapon, you can mark the creature until the end of your next turn. This effect, while it is 5 feet of you, while it is within 5 feet of you, creature marked by you has disadvantage on any attack roll that doesn't target you.
Re.
I completely forgot about that, but yeah, that's exactly why I picked that because it sounds really good.
So maybe you should do that as well.
I mean, I feel like I should have used it at the beginning of my turn, but or can I?
In addition, if the creature marked by you deals damage to anyone other than you, you can make a special weapon attack against the marked creature as a bonus action on your next turn. Oh, you already get bonus action turns. You have advantage on the attack roll. I don't know. I just read it there and I thought I should point it out. But yeah, do you want to do your bonus action short sword?
Yeah. Maybe save the unwavering mark.
All right, that's a hit.
11.
And I'm gonna use the description that I said earlier. With Nadis's miss, you jump onto Nadis's head, He throws you up, and you just spin upwards, cutting 3 times. And even though it's in darkness, you can hear the as all of his guts fall out onto the floor. And you
Nice.
land right back on Natus's back.
It was red now.
Yeah, who was the last red rhino?
We
And
shall
now we're
call
just-
him Big
We're
Red
just being
Rocket.
showered by a rain of blood.
Yeah, and everybody can feel it gushing towards their feet.
Nice.
Alright, is that the end of your turns?
That is the end of my turn. And then, no, wait, did we move yet? Like, are we?
You
Do we still
moved,
have
I
movement?
think,
5.
25 feet?
Got 15 movement if you want.
So when I land, I don't know how to Shakespearean say retreat, but I tell everyone to retreat.
I think it's fine if you just say, retreat! Tactical retreat!
Retreated.
Retreat.
Okay,
Alright.
cool. Yep.
It's Cardia's turn. And he's going to go over
Oh,
here,
get out of here. Nobody likes me.
exiting the darkness. And he's going to shoot that shaman with his hand crossbow. Getting rid of the darkness for you guys.
Cool.
That's going to be the end of his turn, and now it's the ogre's turn, and only the one that's up by the other NPCs is alive with his rider, so he is able to make 2 attacks. And we got 1 attack towards Okrith, and the other towards Phineas, as he just kind of waves that club around without real aim.
Did I miss anything? I had to step away.
You missed the coolest thing ever.
What
You
did I
missed
miss?
my
You'll
love.
just have to watch the video.
You just missed a fatality, Whitney.
Oh.
And as such,
Oh.
you shall never have any of it again.
And that's the end
Yay,
of that
thanks,
ogre's
Dad.
turn.
Did I miss anything? Yes, you missed everything.
Yay, thanks, Dad.
That's okay, you'll have your own fatalities.
Indeed.
It is Varsum's turn now.
So Varsum will just like... He was already holding on to Dominicus, but now he'll squeeze really hard around his waist and say, please, we have to save my father.
That is exactly what we would have done. I can totally see it.
He'll end his turn.
Alright. His
Said,
father,
"Please."
throwing his bow to the side, pulls out his sword, walks 15 feet over here, cleaves into this little goblin over here. Not killing it, but wounding it enough that he thinks it would probably run away. And then he walks the rest of his 15 movement and tries to whack into this one on his way towards Varsum.
He take an attack of opportunity for moving away from that goblin.
what? I was gonna say that he would have been too hurt to attempt to attack, but yeah, he'll do it.
I'm only asking because in the future I'm going to be doing a lot of charging that's going to be going in and out of people's ranges. So.
Varsum's father is not hit by that.
Good.
Sieg, it's your turn.
Alright, now I gotta look at the field. And, wait, can I act as if this is my starting spot? Because I kinda just climbed up on top and for visual sake.
Yeah.
So, like, right here.
Where you're okay, Bubba.
So I can go over to the rabbit, the puka, and just look at it. Beep, boop, boop, beep, 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 boop.
But would you know it's a puka?
Well, me as a player, yes. It doesn't exactly announce that it knows it's a puka, so I don't think it comes into real... Like, it doesn't matter. Anyways, and cast Cure Wounds at level 1.
All right.
For
You get
10
back
healing.
10 more health. You should be at 17 now.
I am in fact at 17.
Meep, boop. And then kind of just does a little arm flailing thing. But that's it. That's the end of its turn.
Cornelius, it is your turn now.
Okay, I'm gonna step away for a second.
Okay, with all of those guys cleared out. I think it's about time to regroup with the rest of the squad.
I mean, squad leader has issued a tactical retreat. So, it seems like a smart idea.
I'd wait. Try to play a little more defensively. Get pot shots in if anyone can range.
Well, I mean, I could pot shot and then run. Or run and then pot shot. Either one works.
Well, my character is definitely not leader or anything like that and will not speak. Less spoken to. Ah, that's why. So, yeah, you know, if he wants to go, if you guys want to go.
Well, I was thinking... Hang on, I had an idea. If I use Giant's Might, can I pick him up?
You become one size larger, right?
Yes, I become one size larger with Giant's Might.
And you are small right now?
Yeah.
I am small... yes, but Giant's Might automatically makes... Oh, it's not one size larger. I automatically become large.
Oh, then yeah. You'd probably be able to. I mean, it doubles your carry weight, which is usually like... I think it was like 15 times your strength score.
So, yeah.
I think.
Using it for... I'm thinking I'm probably going to use... Yes, I think I will use Giant's Might. Regrouping the party. I shall use Giant's Might.
Alrighty. And as you do, you hear the... Would you?
Now, I'm going to scoop up my friend here. and I'm going to go bounding off towards this direction.
I will move
Where?
him shortly. Okay.
All right.
Also, since I'm large, would I have to use an action to place him down?
Nah.
Okay, I'm gonna put him down behind the pillar.
I mean, do I even have to get off? Maybe.
I mean, probably not, but I'm a pretty big target, and there's nothing to hide behind here. So, unless that pillar is a lot larger than I think it is, because if it's large enough to hide behind, I could give it a shot.
I think we have the same AC.
My AC is 16, so I doubt that.
Oh, you're right. I have 17.
When you come closer, by the way, Dimitri, you see like a comical double take from Nadus. Like, what?
Yeah, that'll do that the first time you see it. But yeah, I was thinking I'd place House Laudry here behind the pillar, so he's protected from the arrows, and then see if I can take a pot shot at one of the guys on the cliff.
Alrighty. Since you are bigger, I'd say that your angle is a little better too. But the easiest ones to hit would be the ones on the very edge.
Haha.
So which one would you like to target?
Well, I was thinking of targeting the shaman here, but if that's too difficult a prospect, I'll target this guy.
I mean, you being large, you're probably about 15 feet tall, right?
Pretty
Ish.
sure large is between 18 and 20 foot. I'll double check. I have the chart bookmarked.
So slightly shorter than my. Yeah.
But still, it is a 40-foot tall wall that they're coming down from, so, and shooting down from.
Yeah, I'll target the guy on the edge then.
He's living on the edge, living on the edge.
And he's about to have a bad time because I am past holding back here.
Alright, that's a hit.
And I'm hitting him with my shackles of flame too.
Alright. This one right here?
Yep.
Well, as that basically ballista bolt comes out, as it has grown with you, you cleave it, and it just shaves away, and it's just the lower half just standing there before it falls.
Yeah, boy found out about arrows.
Nice.
And so, yeah, that'll end my turn.
Alright.
That'll end a lot of turns. His future turns, I mean.
Yep, he did not know what hit him.
Is now...
Oh, I'm sure he saw it coming.
It's now Dimitri's turn.
He had it coming.
And
He
he
had it coming. He had it coming all along.
is going to do a shocking grasp against this ogre. He's going to step forward, do a shocking grasp. And as a war mage, he does an extra die of damage once per turn whenever he casts a cantrip. Check out Valda's Spire of Secrets if you like the War Mage. I love the War Mage. It's one of my favorites in that book. Dealing a 22 damage. All right. That's going to be the end of his turn. Okrith is going to go for another slash with his sword, again with disadvantage, but still hitting with that 22. Doing 21 more damage, which is the exact number he needed. As he jumps up off the knee of the ogre, up onto the arm, right next to the ogre rider, and comes down, landing his buster sword right in between the ogre's face and chest before pulling it out and returning to his spot as the ogre falls and the rider must make a dexterity save or fall prone. Alright, he is able to land on his feet. Okrith is now going to run his 30-foot movement. No opportunity attacks, because the Goblin Ogre Rider has no melee weapons on him. Alright, Vitari, it's your turn.
Alrighty.
And which way are you retreating, by the way, guys?
Oh, we're gonna
Because
go beat our-
although the map ends right below you, there are goblins on that side as well. And
Are we surrounded?
you are completely surrounded because you were in the middle of the army.
Is this real life?
Are we going to run over to the left and jump over that ledge?
You can if you wish.
That's what I thought Lynette's idea was.
'Cause my
I also
first
thought
would
that was what her idea was.
be to regroup. Hey, get our group a little bigger with these people over there.
Well, is it?
Yeah.
That would be my thing.
Yeah, they seem to be the only ones still out. The rest have filtered in to random caves and or been killed or captured.
Alright. Then I would just yell back at our leader. Should we go and regroup with the others? I don't really know which other way we could go to retreat.
Said he went away. I don't think he came back yet.
Wait.
Well,
Yes.
I redeployed my token. Can you add my turn to 8 initiative? Because the only thing I remember was that I was before the puka.
Alrighty. There you go.
Okay.
Can you do some sort of roll, Joey, to see if he would listen to you?
I don't know.
I don't think that really helps this situation.
Yeah.
I mean, he's given his
Well,
order
Yeah,
to
exactly.
to retreat.
And since we're surrounded, I just see we got people there, so I think At least if we're retreating, we go towards our group.
You didn't even listen to Varsum, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, well, since we're surrounded, yeah, I would just go towards the rest of the group. I'd say I don't know where else to go, so
Try to help these guys out up here before
yeah.
to
If
get
at
them
least
to
we're
retreat as well.
go with us, so I can get right up there, right on up there. Let's see, this one's alive, right?
Yes,
This goblin.
that goblin is alive.
I land right behind this goblin, and I'll just stab him with a spear.
All right. Gotta interrupt you. I'm sorry. Ask you a question, everyone. Honestly, do you see my token with the bars over it?
Yes,
Yep.
Yeah.
I see it with the bars.
that hits, by
Do
the way.
you guys want to have stat bars?
Do. But will it interrupt anything?
No, because I'm just asking for consent, because I had Kokuzo do my bars just now, and if you guys want to have bars, she's willing to do those bars
Can
for
I
you.
consent, Kokuzo, please?
I like bars.
Sure.
Okay. I
I
taught her
consent to.
Dewey, so she's going to do that after the session, unless you guys want it done now.
No, it doesn't have to be now.
Yeah. So
Alright.
All right.
I'm assuming you're all good with it, because I don't think I heard Tanner.
You run through that goblin with your spear.
Just oh god. I think I would do it. That'll be his turn. Alright. Well, you can't really see his spiritual weapon far up there. Could still make it swing wildly. Or spin wildly.
I don't think it's gonna hit anything.
I don't think so either. Alright, then that's my turn.
All right, Prisma, it's your turn.
It is the Christmas time.
Turn order.
Your voice is back.
Somewhat. I'm still really nasally. So let's see. Which goblins are left alive? Other than the ones on the ridge. Oh, this one?
Yeah.
This one's really wounded.
Would it make
Oh yeah,
things?
that was probably the one I hit earlier.
Would it make it easier to see them if they were red? The ones that were dead?
Well, I mean, it would just be. Sometimes the skull and crossbones are hard to see from far off. I gotta zoom in a little closer.
Yeah, that's why I mention it, because the skull and crossbones are indeed difficult to see. Because Kokuzo can go around putting them all red if Wheat doesn't mind.
I don't mind. If that is something she would not mind doing.
There you go, if you want to do that, Kokuzo. Just look at them carefully. If you see the skull and crossbones, turn them red.
Well, Prisma will come over here and hover above the corpses here. And she'll target this one. And let's see here. How many arrows do I got left? Wait. Oop, I pulled up Nostalia's. Nope, wrong.
Habits.
Yep. Wrong sheet.
Don't worry, I'll delete her later.
No! Let's see, I was only allowed 3, so I have one more poison arrow, so using my last poison arrow, I shoot at him.
That is a match.
Boo.
So he
Come
puts his
back.
spear up, his shield up, not spear.
Welcome back.
Well, seeing as I didn't hit him, Prisma will take cover under the dead corpse of the ogre from any enemy arrows. And that'll end my turn.
All right.
Little
Can I
did you
interrupt
know.
the turn order a second just to tell Tanner that if you were planning to retreat down here, there's goblins down there too. We're completely surrounded.
Fuck.
Well,
So-
this
Little-
one is
Little
gonna
did Prisma know, the ogre
dash
has
that
that
way.
baby, so his blood's sweet.
Gonna dash that way and get away. This one, the one that Prisma just attempted to shoot, is also going to run to the ridge and begin a retreat. This one's gonna run up here, begin retreat. And the ones up on the ridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, I'm gonna do another 2 shots for 7 as they begin to shoot arrows. Alright. 7 of them got a 20, and the other 7 got a 13. As they just kind of loose a bunch of arrows and they just fall from the sky. I'll give...
Mr. Witten.
Yes?
Shit, what was I gonna ask?
I don't know, but I'm gonna give 1 to Sigismund, 1 to the
Damn it.
1 to the big old rabbit. Probably another 1 to the big old rabbit because it's a big old target.
I swear it was important.
I'll give 1 to Dominicus.
Can I impose disadvantage on that one?
Yes.
Wait, which one?
The 4 damage.
And 1 towards Natus.
So now, do we round down or round up?
We round down, don't we?
Brilliant. That's me left with 1 hit point.
And for the last 2, let's see. I think they would probably, again, loosing the arrows, 1 would go to Cardia.
Which one was the one that was for
and
me? Wait.
1 for Vitari. I think the 8 was for you, because I said you first, and then I went down and was like, oh, I'll give 2 to Cornelius because he's so big. Because, yeah,
Alright,
they're just kind of, like, all aiming up and letting them rain down on you.
So, would I impose this advantage because Cornelius literally put me undercover?
Oh, yeah. No, wait, if you're... Wait, you're on this side?
Yeah, that he can't move my token, and I forgot to do it myself.
Oh, then you would have
Yes,
full
I-
cover and you wouldn't be targeted at all. So, I guess that other one, well, I'll put that one on Okrith. So he
And
took...
that's the reason why I put him behind cover.
Also, actually no, that's the thing I can sell covers over.
And that's going to be the end of his turn. Now it's Phineas's turn, who is going to bring that Warhammer down on this Goblin. Dealing 6 bludgeoning damage. And he is going to go ahead and action surge to do it again. killing the Goblin Ogre Rider. And then he is going to rejoin his master. Alright. Now it is the shaman's turn. And they are going to just keep on dancing. But there were a couple that weren't dancing before. They're going to increase this radius. Now, almost every single living goblin has their enchanted poison arrows. Except for the one that is the farthest down here. And I can actually get rid of this one. Dominicus, it is your turn now.
It is my turn. What would I have to roll to find like an escape route? Like
Perception.
Perception?
But what is your passive perception at the moment?
I don't know.
13.
13? Alright, go ahead and roll one.
Mark, it's gonna be a bad roll.
Ha
He was
I
not.
told you.
ha! You called it.
I called that shit.
Alright, well you can't go lower than your passive.
So funny how he called that shit.
So you think that there's got to be a way out of here. You just have to search around, you know? Like maybe a change in position would grant you what you need.
And also, Varsa asked you to save his dad, and Vitari offered a suggestion to regroup with the rest. Up the way.
Yes.
Oh, up the way?
Yeah.
Like,
Vitari's
standing right next to Varsam's dad right there.
Maybe we could... Yeah, let's regroup them.
Real quick, what is everyone's passive?
Mine's is like 17 or 16.
Mine's 15.
12.
Alright, well, in the past of the future, Sieg, you think that maybe there's a path to the left or right, depending on which way goes down. Because in a different timeline, it would be to the right. But in this one, it might be to the left.
Alright, well, I gotta type up that dialogue. Hold on, 'cause I have to, like, script this shit. It's difficult.
Can we continue on while you're doing that?
Yes.
I feel like
So-
he's super broken down anyway, that it would take a long time for him to get it. So it's in character.
But Natus, it is your turn as well, though.
So, where do you want me to go, Tanner?
What is alive currently around us?
There is... At this base level, there is nothing really alive, except for this guy. Off the screen, there are still scores of goblins.
Yeah, we're not gonna aggro them.
Yeah, to the bottom, off the screen, there are about the same amount of goblins that you fought in this screen, and same off the screen on the top as well.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Am I being carried again? I don't know. Davey?
I don't know either.
Because if we're retreating, Well, he probably has like the furthest movement now, due to long legs. I don't know.
I don't think
But yeah.
movement changes, but
Yeah, I don't think there's much to do right now, like in terms of killing, right?
So,
But one hit point as well. So like, if it was left up to me, I might charge this guy here. But
I tell you not to. I kind of
Yeah.
like
you've got
I
control
stop
of me
you.
by the reins, yeah. So we can move full movement if you wanted to, which is 90. You know, if I was to dash.
90.
Yeah, because we've got 45 movement, and if I was to dash, we could move 90.
Then I guess how far away is Vitari?
45, normal movement.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go there. Just regroup.
Cool.
WheatTon, please tell me that group stealths are going to be a thing in this campaign.
of course they are.
Yes.
Also, now that you are a little bit farther over there, your passive is good enough to see that there is a ledge to the left of you that doesn't seem to have any goblins.
Mm.
aww. I was gonna try to do a confusing line
Sure.
there, but if it's clear now.
Should we wait to like regroup before I relay the information?
Well, everyone's in
Oh, what-
earshot still.
Oh. Well, then I say, let's hop over to that ledge over there.
And also, the thing that you wrote down for Sieg to say, you can still say it if you wish, because this could have happened in the past or the future.
Okay.
You know.
So Sieg's
You need to
arms start.
stop.
Huh?
You need to stop with the time stuff.
But I want to. It hurts, but I want to. It's sadism.
Confusing.
Different timeline.
So he does the arm flailing thing, and smoke starts coming out around him. In the distant past of the far future, one of two paths leads to safety. Adventurers chose for themselves. That's it.
Didn't even give any directions. All right. So Dominicus, you give the order.
Yeah, I say jump over to that ledge over there.
Since I didn't use an action, would you mind feeding me my good berries? I think they're in my saddlebag.
I can do that.
Gives me an extra 3 hit points.
I think you have to use your action to eat one
Oh, okay.
based on the spell's description, but I don't really remember off the top of my head.
Are we still in battle though?
Technically. But if you're retreating, I can make this no longer battle. And you wouldn't need turn order.
I mean, all that's left is the goblin, right? Over there.
Well, the goblins on the ridge are going to be shooting at you the whole time that you're trying to run away. And there's about 13 of them.
Alright, then let's just run away. Let's go.
Alright, well then, I will end turn order as you all begin to run away.
Did I feed you those berries?
Yes, you fed him the berries.
I had 3 as well, so I'll give you yours.
Oh, I'll be right back.
So, anyway, Dominicus points out the ledge down there that you could jump down to that does not have any goblins. And the goblins around you begin to kind of close in as you run to the edge. and jump down. Because, you know, dashing, they're not going to be able to catch you.
Yeah.
Now you are all down here.
Are we safe from harm?
Well, as you run from the goblins, they make chase.
No.
Yeah. They jump across the ledge in a couple of groups, but at least you don't have them on all sides of you this time. They follow you for a while, shooting the odd, badly aimed arrow. You know, they're moving while they're doing it. And until, looking back, you can see one of the goblins stumble backwards and begin to run in the opposite direction, the other goblins around it following suit. The goblin in front stamps its little feet and swipes its weapon in the air, not daring to come nearer. Like an invisible barrier keeps them back, they pace back and forth, screeching and jumping. You're in range of their arrows still, but they hold their fire.
Prince Bill will be just like, ha ha, that TJ mess with us!
It's really strange. They stopped.
Do you have any light with you at the moment?
I guess no, but if it's too dark, then I would
It's-
cast light.
It's
Weird.
pretty dark.
Wait, did we win the battle?
No, you did not
we-
technically win, but you got away with your
Escaped.
life. Because, as I said, as Okrith said before, there is probably thousands of goblins.
But did we win that specific fight?
Well, the fight wouldn't have ended until you either ran away or got killed. And technically, I probably wouldn't have killed you anyway because they were capturing people.
So there's no
Okay.
winning!
I think we won, so I think this is in order.
That's what I was trying to keep from happening. That's why I was trying to say that there was no win situation.
I mean, I think we all knew that going in when we saw the number of goblins.
But either way, you light up the area.
He can sense it, Whitney.
You light up the area, and yes, this is a win.
I had to
Yes,
play it.
cast light on my spirit to give the ones you can't see in the dark something to see.
All right.
You
Well.
just knew it was coming.
As you look around, you can see a cave about 20 feet away with what looks like a shadowy figure standing at the mouth of it. And looks like there might be another one on the ground a few feet away from that. What do you do?
What do we do?
Yeah.
Can you scroll so I can see the rest of the map, or is that it?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I guess we just run along the ridge to, like, whatever opening we can find.
Alright, well, as you get closer, the light of your spell, Vitari, illuminates the shadowy figures that you saw. And before you is a statue of a goblin, lying on the ground, and a statue of a headless soldier at the mouth of the cave. The goblin statue exudes fear in its chiseled face, and depicts a scene of him crawling away from something. The soldier statue seems to be holding his hands up to shield himself from something.
Mm,
Good
Petrifying
joke.
gaze.
Someone did some good detail here.
Little goblin eyes shine in the darkness, waiting for you to choose. Do you go into the cave, or do you turn back and face the goblins?
I think we have no choice but to get bullied by whatever is in the cave.
There's always a choice.
All the times it looks pretty safe to me.
I get distracted, and I'm like, the craftsmanship is quite commendable.
Yes.
And then I snap myself out of it, and I'm like, oh, let's go.
Let's go. All right.
Onward.
Right. So you walk inside the cave.
Sure do.
All right, statues litter the cave as you walk inside. The different poses carved into these figures convey a litany of emotions,
What?
mostly negative.
Nothing.
Like, are they all different and contorted differently?
Yes, they're in a anger, fear, and battle seem to be the most prevalent themes in these statues.
Are they, like, lined up neatly, or are they scattered nilly-willy?
They're nilly-willy. Some of them are broken, have pieces missing.
Can I, like, do some sort of, like, history to see if I've been... Because I feel like we're going to fight a Gorgon.
You can... Yeah.
Or is that what you...
Go for
Would
a
that be
history.
or nature?
We're gonna fight a Medusa?
Go for a history of the Panichi Pass. You remember that you've heard a few tales about a creature that lives in the Panichi Pass that a few hunters of the Hunters Guild have been set out to face, but they might not have come back. You don't know if you've heard if they've come back or not.
I start like acting up. It looks like I'm a dog chasing my tail, but really I'm trying to sniff to see what's in my saddlebags. Dominica should know that I'm probably hungry.
Actually, since you've had a good berry, you are definitely not hungry.
God. Well, I want to rest. I don't know how to convey that in animal behavior. Just
Well,
lie down. I just like stubbornly
maybe-
just lie down.
Well, maybe because I'm your rider, I know that when you get antsy, you want to rest.
Okay, good.
Like that's a common trait.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yes,
like
I just
And
won't
I-
move anymore. Like,
And I'll
refuse.
convey to the party that we should find cover and rest because Natus is a little too weak at the moment.
Sounds agreeable.
All right. Taking stock of who was around you, by the way, it doesn't seem that Cardi had joined you.
I don't want to interrupt, but I should give a 30-minute warning before I have to leave.
Yeah, no worries. I planned for that.
Okay, just in case you didn't, because I know
That sounded sinister.
I should stay home, but I'm honestly on the recovering side, so I should really go.
But what if you just start getting worse?
Well, then I'll be sent home.
Ah. Well, you should make sure to sneeze around her.
Meh.
And then if they're like, what the fuck? You're like, that's for taking half my sandwich.
Oh, they know I've been sick.
But either way, you try to find a place with cover inside the cave, kind of surrounded by the statues.
Or maybe we could like shield ourselves with the statues, like in a circle,
Kind of like a circle.
so it never ends. And I don't know, just rest there for a bit.
Well, I was gonna say that
If
you're
there's a
able
medicine-
to find a little alcove. It leads into a dead end, but it's pretty easily covered with the if you want to kind of stack a couple of the statues to make a little bit of a wall.
Yeah.
Might
We're gonna
not
build a
be
wall.
the best protection, but as long as you like have like a watch while you're resting, you might
I guess I'll watch. Like, Natus will be part of the wall to like keep the statues from falling.
all right.
Or he's resting on wherever, so he's shielded from harm.
All right. Well,
Because Dominicus is pretty healthy at the moment.
You'll probably have to remove all the arrows.
forgot about turning off the battle theme. But yeah, as you make yourself a little makeshift camp inside, Varsum is being hugged by his dad and everything. It's all wholesome, so wholesome. And he's like
Arson
looking
with his 1 HP.
at you guys with like just absolute thanks in his eyes that you kept him alive.
Quite easy.
$20.
He does not have any gold on him at the moment.
And that I go to Varsum before I take watch and say, I told you I would get you to your father, boy.
Thank you. I'm really sorry that I wasn't any help.
I say, we're all the help you need.
Yeah, I'd go to him, pat him on the back, say you did fine, and give him, well, that's cure wounds. Yeah.
Yeah, you
in case
preach
he
it,
hurt
brother.
there.
Yeah, give him his 3 hit points left.
Yeah, give him
Oh
his
yeah,
three.
he never did eat those other berries, did he?
Save those
he'll-
berries, I guess.
He'll hand out his leftover berries as well, so that you guys can be full.
Cool.
But yeah, you create your little camp. Do you create a fire or anything for warmth?
Do we need that? Is it cold in the cave?
It's pretty cold. It's pretty wet, pretty cold.
Would we be able to make a fire?
I mean, you've got like adventuring stuff. I'm sure that you have like tinder pouches and stuff, maybe a couple of torches that you could put together to make a little makeshift fire for a little while.
Would people be able to see the fire from outside the statues?
Of course.
Like, easily?
I mean, the statues have little gaps between them and stuff, but the alcove kind of goes around. I mean, you walked in with a big old light cantrip on a spear. So people would have been able to see that too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we use Natus's big-ass body to shield, like, the flames. The light.
Alright.
Or attempt to.
Alright, and what kind of rest are you wishing to do?
I don't know, that's up to the group.
Long or short?
Guess we need a long rest.
I mean, do we have time for a long rest? Would those goblins get us in 8 hours, or would they
It seemed like
not
they didn't
get
want
us?
to come in here at all. So we're safe from goblins.
And as I said before, Dominicus, with that history check, you remember that there was tales of a monster, and this could very well be that cave.
Okay. I guess we make the campfire and then I'll tell a spooky tale.
All right, and do you have that spooky tale ready? Or
I'm gonna have to improvise, but I guess I could say it. When I was a young boy, listening. Wait, can I? Would my grandfather have taken me to the
Are you-
Adventurers Guild?
would your grandfather have taken you to what?
The Hunters Guild?
You would have probably been in there a couple of times.
Alright. So when I was a young lad, my grandfather would take me places, and I overheard a tale in the Nietzsche Pass of a monster that would paralyze everyone in fear.
Oh.
So this might be that. This is probably the cave.
If they're being all crazy, then this is probably the cave.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I saw a lot of statues, and they didn't look like crafted statues to me.
And
I thought they were.
you are on watch, Dominicus?
Yeah. After I tell my spooky tale.
All right, and everything while you're on watch, everything seems to be pretty all right, but what was your passive again?
Like 13, 14?
Hold on. I have relevance here. I have D's. No, it's D's. Oh wait, no, that's for long rest. Are we doing short or long? Hold on.
I do not know. It has not been said yet.
Huh.
I
What are we
suggested
doing?
long, but I don't think we agreed.
I'm down for a long rest if everyone agrees.
I'll just take a watch.
Prisma won't argue.
Which the whole Sentry's Rest business is exactly what was happening in the beginning in the tavern. It's just Sentry's Rest, and that's why he could see and, just
Is
doesn't do it.
Prisma hurt at all?
No, Prisma didn't get touched one bit.
How about you assist me in keeping watch, my friend, while you feed me those tasty treats?
Sure. Prisma doesn't really need to sleep much.
Are they gonna get penalties for that?
Penalties for what?
On watch duty.
For
Like for
helping
the
each other?
resting stuff. For their resting stuff.
Well,
No.
No, that's unless they decide that they are not going to, that they are going to be the watch the whole time, even if you take a long rest, then it's just kind of assumed that you guys take turns and everyone gets the benefits of a long rest.
Okay, because, Sentry's Rest has me always on watch while still also resting. So, don't really know if we need to risk anything.
But well, since you are technically still on rest anyway, or still on watch, even if you are, again, I don't think anybody said short or long rest. I want a definitive yes or no on this.
Most votes were on long rest,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I'm
I
doing a long rest.
I'm not saying anything on purpose because I would do either. I would just do what I was told.
Yeah, I'll do either.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Nothing long.
as you
Long rest. I'll decide.
attempt to have this Long rest. Sieg, you seem to hear something coming from inside of this cave. You can hear
Well,
this distorted humming. Kind
is
of.
it growing louder?
It seems to be moving. Not necessarily growing louder, kind of coming in and out.
Hmm.
And as you as it is coming in and out in loudness and direction, it sounds kind of like a song, but it's just kind of wonky. You know, it doesn't have a good rhythm or melody to it. It just kind of
Does it sound like the Huntress from Dead by Daylight?
if you need a visual, or then sure.
Cause
Cool.
that scares the shit out of me.
But she has a little bit more rhythm to it. This one just kind of
A little bit more eerie.
it doesn't really seem to have any kind of thought behind it. Like it's like a beast trying to make music, but you know, a chimp banging on a xylophone.
Okay. Well, if it gets any louder than what I've heard, Sieg, or, gets louder, or, literally just see, the source, Sieg just goes into total beeping, booping alarm mode, because I'm literally an alarm clock.
Well, you do hear it getting a little closer, but because of the light from your campfire, you could see a silhouette against the wall of a creature. Its head a writhing mass of some sort.
Oh my
Ha!
god!
I
I
wrote
told
this
you.
story down.
It's almost like it's snakes.
I scripted this one because I thought I'd get the chance to say it, but then as we progressed forward, it didn't seem like it, but now it seems like it.
Is it a
But-
Gorgon?
Just let him say his thing.
No, I won't say it unless asked. That's the thing about my character. Most
I don't
times,
have to ask.
Oh, well,
But
Well,
that's
Cornelius is asking.
the alarm clock. You're not awake. The alarm clock noises to wake them up is if it seems like this thing is totally gunning, and since I can see its shadow, right? Wait.
yes, you can see its shadow.
Can I just auto know if it's about to do something, or do I have to like roll investigation and like run best judgment here?
I would actually make that an insight on kind of the shadow's movements, like to see if it looks like it's coming towards you or not.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be coming towards you at all. It's just kind of wandering.
Okay. So if anything changes, the thing see just goes into alarm clock mode. Just saying. But besides that, you may proceed. I've got nothing more to say.
Yeah, it seems to be wandering. Like it doesn't seem to know that anybody's there. Maybe a little bit random in its movements. Like, it might not even know specifically where it's going. But as
Do we
it...
hear rattling?
You do, actually. As it, moves in its random way, it kind of turns. And the shadow does seem to be stretching across the wall of the little alcove that you guys are in.
Like against the statue wall we made?
Like,
That,
not the statue wall, just the, like, over the statues.
that does insinuate getting closer, as shadows do get longer the closer it is to the light source.
So yes, it does appear to be getting closer, and Dominicus and Prisma as well can now see the shadow and hear the humming as it is now closer. It still doesn't seem like it's really going to quickly come at you guys. But you can hear the rattle ever so often. This rattling, shaking sound ever so often. And you can hear...
Like a rattlesnake?
Yes, like a rattlesnake.
I told you. Wait, are you saying that in character?
No.
Because if you would, Dominicus was gonna grab you and like, no, shh.
And you can also hear this kind of tapping. You know, like the sound of the statues kind of being clacked together. But the statues aren't necessarily moving. And you can see beyond, through the cracks of
Are
the
they
statues,
being-
that there's something clicking against them.
Clicking, huh?
Yes,
Like
just kind of
button.
tapping. Maybe with a hard surface. Or hard object.
Or something's being dragged and it consistently
Like a
bumps.
skull.
Or a bow.
And then the shadow turns, and you can hear it begin to slide away.
Did it check to come see what the noise we made was?
Possibly.
I feel like that's the case.
Prisma burrows herself into Dominicus and she's just like, Tommy, I'm scared.
I have you. It's gone now. It's going away.
What was it?
I go, it's the spooky creature I told you about.
Oh, that was it?
But that will be the end of tonight's session.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
Ending on a creepy note.
Pretty good.
Ooh. It's the spooky creature.
Yeah. So, we'll have to figure out what happens next time on Dungeons and WheatTons.
WheatTons.
Yeah.
So I thank you all for joining me. I hope you
Thank you
enjoyed
for having me.
yourselves. And I hope you all have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.